Hello friends, how are you all doing? Welcome once again to another new tutorial where this time I'm going to show you how to repair the ejection mechanism. That is the part that takes in and ejects the disc from our PlayStation 4 Slim. First of all, of course, I want to greet all of you, whether you're subscribers or not. For those of you visiting us for the first time, I also invite you to join by subscribing to the channel so you can receive notifications of new tutorials, leave comments and ask questions, which I'll be happy to answer. Well, getting back to the topic, the tutorial, as I said, we're going to show how to repair the ejection mechanism. This problem usually comes up especially when the console takes a hard hit, right? It falls to the floor, or even if we have small children at home, we all know it's very common for them to put objects into the disk slot, or even several disks at the same time. So that's when this kind of problem happens. Now I'm going to show you more or less what I mean. Let's take the console and turn it on. And right away we can hear that it's making a really awful noise. Now we're going to take a disc, even though it's a PlayStation 3 disc, at least just to test it, okay? Let's try to insert it, and you'll see that it won't let us put the disc in. So basically, this console belongs to a customer who brought it in for repair, and as I said, it took a hard hit. You can even still see the marks here. I'm not sure if you can see it in the image, but there are some pretty nasty marks on the corner. And what happened is that the mechanism got dislodged. So I'm going to show you how to fix it. All right, let's disconnect the power or the voltage. And now I also want to mention something to you, okay? At least for me, it's a pleasure that for the first time, Sony has made a reasonably good console, especially when it comes to repairing it. Why? Because it's very easy to access the disk drive unit. You'll see it throughout the tutorial, but I'm telling you now, it's really easy. Basically, the top cover is held on by pressure, and then we'll just have to remove a screw or two, but you'll see it's very simple. So let's start by removing the top cover. If it's your first time taking it off or opening it, it's going to be pretty tight, pretty stiff, so don't worry, don't be afraid, nothing will happen. But of course, you have to do it carefully so you don't break the cover. But like I said, it might be pretty tight, so I'm going to show you more or less how to remove it. We'll leave the Sony PS4 letters on the left side, and we're going to take this corner and pull it upwards. Then we'll go to the opposite corner and also pull upwards, and finally from the center. This way, you'll see it comes off easily. Well, as I said, this console belongs to a client and apparently it has already been tampered with. So some of the screws I see here might not match, but anyway, I'm basically going to show you which ones you'll need to remove. First, we're going to remove the star-shaped screws, of which there are several. We're going to remove screws 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 for now. Alright, once we've removed the star-shaped screws, now we're going to take out these three, which are bullhead or Torx screws. They're number 8, 9. You can use them without any problem, even number 10. But number 10, I think that one might be a bit too big and could slip. But anyway, the correct sizes are T8 and T9. The one I have in the picture is, I think, a T9. It's also worth mentioning that it's the perforated Torx or Torx security head, meaning the one with the little pin in the middle. If you don't have this tool, you can use a flathead screwdriver. You can insert it into the slot, and if you can catch a couple of corners, then maybe with a bit of luck, you might be able to remove it. Alright, for now, I'm going to remove these three. And now we can remove this metal plate. Go ahead and set that aside for a moment, and then once you've done that, finally, to make it a bit easier to remove this plate, we're going to take out this one, this one, this one, and this one, which are also Phillips screws, but these are a bit longer. Alright, now with all these screws removed, it's very simple. We're just going to lift this up a little. This piece, which is the power supply, it doesn't need to be removed. And with it just slightly out of place like that, now we can go ahead and remove this specific one right here. Alright, now that we have the reader block ready, what we'll do next is carefully remove the entire top part of the block. To accomplish this, we just need to unscrew and remove these two small Phillips head screws right here.
Before we continue with the video, I'm giving away this complete video game repair course absolutely free. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave your email address so I can send you the course. That's it. Now let's get on with the video.
And the next step would be to take, using the screwdriver itself we take here, lift a little. If we see that it touches the power supply, we lift it up and that's it. Out. Well, so at this point now I'm going to tell you what reasons or why our ejection mechanism might fail. First of all, we're going to check the mechanism on the top part, which are these plastic pieces, to see if, let's say, these two black plastic pieces are working properly. It's as simple as taking, for example, this tip and pulling it back, and we'll see how they work correctly. Then the other mechanism would be the central shaft or the spindle to see if it's working properly. If we touch here, we'll see that it's locked, but if we pull up from here and let's say over here, we'll see how it lifts up. So that means it's working properly. If right now it were out of place as in released, right now we'll see that it's not in the right position to put it in place. And all we have to do is carefully lift this entire component up, place it directly in the middle, lower it down slowly, and then let go again. The next thing we need to focus on would be the specific side piece that we can see right here in front of us. To know if it is properly in place, it is quite simple to determine. If the rollers are in the up position, normally we will see the piece hit the rollers directly, and if they are in the down position, we will see the piece goes a bit further in than before. That means it's fine, that piece is doing its job. Normally, the rollers should always be up. And finally, the last thing that could cause this type of problem would be the rollers themselves, especially because they're very fragile, very flimsy, and this piece we have here in the middle sometimes comes loose from the impact and pops out. So the rollers aren't, let's say, connected, because this one is what provides the force. It drives, meaning it makes it spin. And through this piece we move to this side, and if this piece isn't properly in place, then it might fail. And then, well, that's it. Finally, we'll look at the fault that directly affects this problem, this console, which is here. We'll see that it has come out of place. It's popped out of its position. This piece should go here, we'll see here, as if it were a notch or an opening. We pass it through here, lower it down, until it clicks into place. And now we have it installed in the circuit, and this would be the solution for this specific problem. Alright, so now that we've discussed the possible cases that could affect the ejection mechanism, let's go ahead and reassemble the console. The first thing would be to take the top part of the reader. Let's insert it. This way we'll leave the two ends of the plastic pieces facing us, and here we'll see a piece of plastic. It stays on the top side just like on this side and this one. Let it drop into place. It will fit perfectly. And now, if we want, we can go ahead and put in the screws that hold the top part of the drive in place. Now let's go ahead and install the metal plate. Since the power supply is slightly raised, all we have to do is slide it in here and let it drop into place. Now, if we really want to do that, we can actually lower the voltage of the power supply. And well, now it's time to install the metal plate first. We'll continue with the third Torx or Torx screw. Now the 4 screws for the power supply, which are a bit longer than usual. And now finally, let's put in the rest of the screws. Well, I've already put in all the screws. The only thing left is to put on the cover. And as for the cover, if we have the front facing us, the letters would be facing us. So let's insert the back part first. And now it's assembled. Well, once the console is fully assembled, all that's left is to test it again. Let's see if we've really solved the problem. So we'll take it and connect the console. We'll take the disk that we used earlier and insert it. You'll see that it no longer makes any noise. It has taken the disk perfectly and reads it correctly. So I think that's everything. Now it's time to say what I always do. If you liked the tutorial, if it was helpful, give us a like, a thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything at all. And with those little gestures, we can be here day after day with all of you. Also, remember to share these tutorials on social media because, as I always say, both teaching and learning are everyone's right. So that's all for now. I send you my best regards and we'll see each other very soon in the next tutorial. See you soon.
Before we continue with the video, I'm giving away this complete video game repair course absolutely free. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave your email address so I can send you the course. That's it. Now let's get on with the video.